What is going on, Adventure Nation? I'm sure if you're like most people, you are experiencing a super hot summer this year. And what I'm going to show you today is something that we're very excited to try out, kind of beat the heat, and that is the Asiwo Manta Sea Scooter. Now, I'm very excited about reviewing this bad boy because we're here in a place where we get to spend a lot of time in the water. Today, we're actually out at Shell Beach near Punta Pescadero. Now, sometimes we're in the water, sometimes we're on the water, and there are varying degrees of both, I guess. You could be on the water in a boat, you can be paddleboarding, you can be kayaking, kiting, or you can just be in the water, swimming, playing, hanging out, or just doing one of our favorite things to do, which is be in the water and snorkeling. Now, I have to be honest with you and do a little whining here. Snorkeling wasn't always one of my favorite things to do. First time I went snorkeling, it didn't go too well. It involved some reef, some bleeding, which is usual for me in almost every activity I do, and shark-infested waters. But that, my friends, is a discussion for a whole nother time. I have grown to absolutely love snorkeling, especially in the warm, clear waters that we have here in Baja California Sur near Los Barriles. Now, when Asiwo reached out to us and asked if we wanted to take a look at the Manta Sea Scooter, I said, yes, please. When I gave them our address here in Mexico, they said, yeah, that ain't gonna happen because we don't ship there. But I was lucky enough to have a couple of friends who were in San Diego at the time that were going to bring the scooter down to me. Thanks, Scott and Tina, for allowing us to be able to get this sea scooter and get it tested out. So the box comes with the scooter, of course, which looks like something out of Star Trek. That's very, very cool. Comes with a battery pack, which I would recommend probably getting a second one and having two batteries charged up and ready to go. We tested it a little bit before, and we're looking about 45 minutes of use time if you don't just go all out. So a second battery would give you a little bit more time on the water. Comes with a charging cable, and that comes with both a US plug and an EU plug. Comes with the charge adapter. It comes with a protection leash, something that you can put on your wrist so that you don't lose the scooter while you're on the water. It comes with a waterproof bag. Comes with the user's manual. That comes with a GoPro or an action camera mount right on the front, so you can get some cool point of view shots while you're underwater, which is very cool. Now, I was super excited to use this, so the first thing I did when we got it was immediately pop that battery in the charger and get that thing charged up because I knew that we were going to get out in the water and use it as quick as we could. You'll want to check the motors first to make sure there aren't any obstructions before you fire this thing up. And then you're ready to go. The easiest way to put the battery in is to have the scooter upside down, slide the battery in, and then the battery just mounts in place and you're ready to test fire it. There's a safety lock for small children that obviously they're going to be able to operate it. Let's face it, they know how to use an iPhone and all that kind of stuff, so they're going to be able to switch that little switch. So just make sure that you're using the best safety practices possible when you've got this around small children because they can get their fingers in those motors, so you don't want to make sure that doesn't happen. So what do you use an underwater scooter for, you ask? Well, let's talk about where we are here at Shell Beach. There are great spots, but we always stay in a small area because swimming can get tiring. And the last thing you want to do is get too far out and get too tired and then not make it back. Well, this allows you to get out, tour around a little bit, and then be able to get back to shore, which is really, really nice. You can also do some really cool free diving with the Manta. It allows you to go down without having to worry about kicking and getting down underneath the water. That's a huge plus as well. Now, they say that the run time is around 45 minutes, and I'd say that's pretty close if you aren't just on turbo mode the entire time. It's better for snorkeling if you just cruise really at a slow speed anyway. Now, we're gonna get out on the water, test this thing out, give you some shots out on the water, and then we'll follow this up probably with our final thoughts and go from there. So let's get out on the water. All right, we're a bit of a mess. We just got back from snorkeling though, and I figured we should do this while we're fresh in our minds. It was a fun day. You had fun?
It really was.
The Asiwo Manta Sea Scooter. What were your thoughts on that? I didn't know if you'd like it or not, to be honest.
If I'm honest with you, it was not something really I wanted to try immediately or excited about trying. But now that we tried this one, it's very fun. And I think one of the reasons it's very fun is also because you can cover ground. It's kind of like lazy snorkeling is what it is.
It is very lazy snorkeling.
You don't have to kick or anything. You're just getting pulled and looking at the fishes and coral.
Right. Normally when we're snorkeling, you don't go too far because you're like, okay, once you get too far, then you know you gotta come back.
Yeah.
This allows you to travel quite a ways and check out a lot of stuff really in a really short period of time. So that was kind of cool.
And I have to say, it's like when there was one time that probably this is not recommended. It's like we're trying to get to a spot, and Paul grabbed my leg, and I was like actually handling the scooter, so it was pulling both of us.
Yeah.
And it has 2 speed, and we were against the current, so we were moving so slow that I put turbo, and zoom, it just kind of like went so fast. I was like, holy crap, I wasn't expecting
Yeah,
this.
and I actually can pull your bathing suit off, so you got to be careful with that.
It's kind of like someone has happened.
But it was fun. It was a lot more fun than I expected as well. And I think that we're going to be taking it snorkeling with us quite a bit. So
yeah, because you can do both. You can go for a little bit, because at some point I told Paul, it's like, let me just stand here for a little bit and look at the fishes, and he went and scoot around, and then he came back, and then we kind of like switch. So sometimes we will pull each other to places. So that was kind of cool.
And free diving has always been a little difficult for you. And with this,
yes, I'm a floater. It's like, oh, you're a floater or you're a sinker, one of the two. I'm a floater, he's
I'm
a
a sinker.
So I have a hard time free diving, and especially also because of my ears, but I float very fast. And with this allow me for the actual scooter to pull me down. And then once I was down, kind of like go forward with it as long as I wanted, and then come back up. So that was pretty cool, because something that I have never really been able to experience, because I'm not able to do that. I just float. So that was kind of cool.
I really like it. You just take a deep breath, point that thing down, and it'll drag you down. It drags you down faster than you kick down, so you can get down a lot further, I found, and then travel quite a ways along the bottom. And then when it's time to come up, you can get back up to the surface quicker as well. So that part of it was really, really cool. I can see us adding this to our snorkel arsenal. So when we're out snorkeling, that we're going to use this, and it's just fun to sometimes just to, like you said, to float around on the top and tour around. So that was pretty cool. So the Manta Sea Scooter, thumbs up from me.
It's one of those things I didn't know if I like it until I like it.
Right. It's like, why do we need that? But but yeah, once you try it out, then it was pretty fun. Now will we use it every time? Probably not every time, but we'll wind up using it quite a bit.
Yes, I think not quite a bit, because like I said, you can take your time not using it and then using it. Have fun just getting dragged, and then another time just floating in the water. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
The Asiwo Manta Sea Scooter.
Wet.
It is. Well, I just soaked it. So once you come out of the salt water, they recommend that you give it a freshwater rinse, which we do with most of our stuff. Not usually our snorkel gear, but yeah, you give it a freshwater rinse so that you get all the salt water off, and you don't want salt like jamming up the impellers and stuff. And then everything sounds good, so it's all good to go. And ready for next time. We just have to charge it up, and we're rocking. So if you guys wanted to pick one of these up, go to paulandlorena.com/Asiwo. I'll put the link down here below. I'll put it both on the video, and I'll put it below in the description, so you guys can check that out.
And they have a percentage off, right?
The coupon code, I'll put that up as well on that, so that you'll have a coupon code for a discount. And I don't even know what the discount is, so you guys will see when you put the coupon code in.
I'm glad you have all the information, Paul.
Yeah, as always.
That is so cool.
Always well informed. Absolutely. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye, guys. And just FYI, that's not our dog. We're dog sitting.
Yeah, just in case you're wondering where the random dog running around in the yard is.
And the other one is hidden in the AC. So.
Well, where we need to be in the AC, although it's not too bad now that the sun's going down.
Canela, come and say hello.
That's Canela.
This is Canela. Good girl.